Blessings and salutations, wonderful Sagittarius and the cross watchers who love you. I'm Sunny, the Urban Tarot, and it's a general collective read, so it may not resonate to all of you, but to every one of you, how many of you, I truly appreciate your view. Also, if you haven't subscribed, I hope you do. If you did, thank you kindly for doing what you did, because not only help my channel grow, it helps me to connect to you too. Like, even though every message won't be for you, it still will make it be more to where it resonate more than it won't. Okay? So Sagittarius, again, when I do general reads, I may say you when it's them. I may say she when it's him. I may also say an astrology sign that may not even apply to this person, but it could be in the energy they're moving in. It also could have happened at a time, in a place in your life where this may already happen, or you anticipated it coming. Either way, just take it for you and leave it for your fellow Sagittarius who this may be for. Okay? Alrighty. Sagittarius, I hope you're doing well. I just want to say in pre-shuffle, I use different decks to get to see if whatever messages might come through. And for the week of the 8th to the 14th, it was looking as if it may be a place of where some of you feeling in this place of looking at the lack of things not adding up for you to feel independent. It feels like a financial situation. It also feel like on like even down to trying to come together and see if it's possible to be a collaboration, or possibly you could find a way to work on the same accord to get some progress. To your wish fulfillment, to a healing place. It also shows that somebody's still holding on to some deception or some lies that was told, or still holding on to some things so they can still strategize just in case there's no way of resolving it with the people involved. So that's what I see. Well, that's what I was seeing from the pre-shuffle, but we're going to go for a message, whatever comes out from these other decks. Let's see what comes from this, okay? Dear God, thank you for your mercy, blessings, protection, forgiveness, abundance, and direction. Through your grace, through our angel ancestors and spirit guides, please allow me to see with clarity for the highest good for our wonderful, beautiful Sagittarius. Amen. Okay, let's see for Sagittarius, please. How you feel October 8th. Ooh, this went. Queen of Wands, okay? Fire energy, let's use here. I'm just feeling for some of you, feeling a little bent, a little bit out of shape about how certain things is going at this state in time, but it's just temporary, it's a season, and just we're gonna see what comes through. Just see. Let's see. Let's Sagittarius, please. October 8th. Here's another bent one. Yeah, it's really looking at your long-term plans, your stability, and where you think you're going to land right now. You're looking at the long term. It's feeling a little shifty for some. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius. That's the Aquarius. You might be working with Aquarius. We'll see. It is Sagittarius energy. October 8th, October 14th, please. This first thing out, I want to get them in order because there's a few that flipped. Okay, so we have a little Pocahontas, sweet native healer, trying to do the right thing as far as even down to things being two different perspectives and two ways of living, completely opposite ways of doing things, is more or less trying to come from a hill, or trying to heal or teach. It's not just coming just to heal, but also coming from a perspective of just coming together and see if it could be some type of collaboration. So what I'm seeing here, I want to get this in the right order with the right spread here. See some pentacles. Ooh, Lovers, wow. So the death card here is showing the choice to end something or to do a new phase. It's looking like you're really trying to see if this is possible. Because it's the most beautiful intentions, I want to say, here. But it definitely shows Scorpio energy. Yeah, because it's looking at the bottom of the deck of something that you poured into. This is not something frivolous where you feel you could throw away. This is something you feel like it's like it was tend to before, it need to be tend to again. It's like certain things you're looking at it in the past is maybe certain things you had learned about yourself as well. Because it's letting you see that something within you that for some of you that was maybe something that gave you some anxiety, and dealing with this, facing it, has solidified a progressive phase in your life. And it's showing to where currently you're feeling to where you're at a place to where you can come together with somebody, where you can see their perspective, because you feel like what they believe, it ain't shifting who you are. That's just their way of doing things. And for some of you, you really do feel like, or maybe that is the fate, that there might be the energy with them, because I see it show off all about the audience, but it's not necessarily that. It's really a person who really cares what people think about them more or less than what they need to do to make things better for them. And it's not a shot at them, it's just that it may be even somebody thinking that just a way to do things as far as the status quo, how everybody do things. And when they go against something in their own way, they feel like for some of you or them, they might feel like it's frowned upon. And it's more or less like where you solidifying something between you and this person. It's like it's not about anything else of other people's opinion. It's more or less of what y'all two know, what y'all two understand about this foundation y'all building on, to make sure it don't take a blow like it did before. And it also shows where it's saying, because it's like the goal at hand is this Ten of Pentacles. The Lovers is here showing that it's about this union here. Rebuild is like a relationship that, for negativity out the relationships, it's like trying to get rid of those and making a choice just to have the ones that's healthy and just growing and glowing. And it just looks more or less that you don't want, you rather heal this relationship than just toss it. Alright, let's see what else we have here for you, Sagittarius. See Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio here. Like I said, everybody's here. I'm just telling you what I see that's screaming at me. What I do see from the numbers on this is a Four of Wands is showing the Lovers with the number 6 and the 10 of Pentacles. So when I see 10 and the 10 and the 10 again, is Judgment, which is Sagittarius energy, as well as feeling this accountability. You know, this accountability to where it's committed to healing. As Taurus as well, and Aquarius. It's just a good place to be, where I'm saying where you are. What we have for you, Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius. Let me see. Sagittarius, please. Oh wow, first one out. This is the first one out. Temperance, reverse, Sagittarius. But it's like for some of you, even with what has happened in the past, is even down to something that you felt. For some of you, I see this Temperance is in reverse. Where it was feeling like there was anticipation of something that you feared, or you had anxiety about, that was, you felt whether or not it was going to help or hinder you. And it's waiting on how it was going to go was like more or less, it felt like it was done before it had enough time to figure out the best way to do it. It felt like it was a rushed decision that was like a hell of a heart over head decision, basically. The way I see this King of Cups energy that you're sitting into, where you're in a good place, to where you can work things out, is this right here, the Six of Wands, the victory over the negativity and resistance. It's like a normal resistance. You know what the goal is. It's not about what people think anymore, or it's about getting to the results that's needed. Yeah, this Queen of Cups is right here as well. It's connection. But it's also showing it's connected to the feminine and masculine energy within as well. It's not just the pair. It's just not thinking you had to be one way in order to be and assuring you being who you are. It's the confidence of being soft and hard, you know. And I think that's what's coming to this understanding. It's like, but you're trying to build on where you want to grow and clean things up between the one you care about, because it matters to you to heal from this. It matters to you to rebuild and literally try to fix what happened there. Here goes Knight of Wands on the Ten of Pentacles. You feel like it's a really strong, passionate need to get to secure this. This is a choice that you feel you made that is necessary. It's really true to you. Where you feel this ends in, you can't, you know, I feel like it can be fixed. Look, this flipped on my hand, flippity dip, this Chariot. Moving to victory. It's like, hey, the choice is for it to go there if it's possible, because it's sitting in this position to where this Queen of Pentacles are nurturing, loving, to where it's more or less coming into this feeling of more can be done together than apart. I didn't see this right behind there. Yeah, somebody's saying it's best to be a team. Two heads are better than one, and especially if there's true love there. Let's get some clarifying. I see Cancer here as well. Trying not to get to my hand in the screen, Gemini. But let's just get, is this bottom of the deck? This wasn't. The Queen of Pentacles is the bottom of the deck, but the Six of Pentacles is showing that it does feel like more will grow as a team. I wanted to get that clear, because it's showing that was stuff poured into it for intentions for it to grow. Let's see. For Sagittarius, please. Clarifying message. October 8th to October 14th, please. 2023. Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius. Some of you see the best way to go, truthfully, is that it's not even as difficult as it appears to be. It's like, for some of you, truthfully, know the hardest part is really in the thought of it being done. It's like somebody's like, ugh, think it's gonna go super left when it's the right thing to do. It's also showing in this Hangman position that this, like, it's feeling definitely like really trying to rethink certain things. See it in a place of where it's better to be. But what I do see, even clarifying that Temperance in reverse energy, is this Page of Wands in reverse. It's looking as if it's like certain things was like the tact and diplomacy went out the window in the past. It was like, as much as this might solidify my growth, it was feeling as if the balance and the time that was needed, feel like it was enough. Enough is enough. But I think when somebody regrouped and came back and even got to this in your own zen, that you feel like, okay, I'm in a good enough place to build this again. And I see that Six of Wands with the Four of Wands. To where it's showing this victory with the Four of Wands to rebuild and flourish. But even at the crosses that you feel it may be, and you're anticipating a burden. It's like, but you preparing yourself for, like, okay, looks kind of shady and feels kind of funky, like, going in, but I'm just feeling as if it's not about the ego. I'm feeling at a good place to feel like, let's work together, let's elevate. So this full point of this Four of Wands energy trying to heal from this Three of Swords is like really, really the point of wanting to heal, because for some of you, it's causing too much of a pain where it feels like somebody is not receiving the benefits that they thought they would accomplish from this. It's like for somebody, they see it's better off coming together and working this out than apart. Whether it's you, and I think that's what made for some of you to come and heal the situation, because from some of you, you might have thought it'd been better for it to be without it because of all that you do and how powerful and adorable and amazing and beautiful, but it was more or less seeing that it was seeming one-sided, and some people, like both, whether it was both of you who's moving the way of who's more important and who brings more to the table, and it became like a tit for tat. And or if it was two masculine energies, they would say a pissing match. Yeah, I'm whispering it. But it's more or less, it's past that now. It's more or less a seeing like it's only right to get back on track. It's like it was enough time was wasted. It seemed super frustrated that things went out, or literally had to go out this way to prove the point that it's best to have a collaboration and ensure victory, because of the fact that the time that was wasted, or I just don't want to spend any more time doing things wrong. You know, I see Sagittarius energy heavy here with the Temperance in reverse is the last card to come out. And the message clarification. But we're going to get the advice and outcome as well. Excuse me, sorry for shaking the camera. Working on the angles, working on the setup. It's going to land right. It's going to land right. But for, you know, I really feel like it's no coincidence and nothing. So it's showing us, for you to even see this progression is good for me as well. Okay. So let's see what you have for advice and outcome for our wonderful Sagittarius for October 8th, October 14th, please. The highest good for Sagittarius, please. For Sagittarius, highest good. Please show me what I need to see. For Sagittarius, please. For the highest good of Sagittarius. October 8th to October 14th, 2022. Sagittarius, please. Advice and outcome for Sagittarius, highest good. First thing out the deck, it shows it was some discord, some arguments that you just, like, honestly, now it's like, it shows from the Five of Wands to the Three of Cups. So it shows some things being resolved. Or even in the meantime, I'm going to get clarifying energy. It just shows that either way, it went from some arguing to a point where you're in a good space. You know, you having a good time. You're blending some things out. You're trying to have a good time. You want things to get back to a good place. But where I'm seeing some of you are truly over some of, like, this whole thing of it always having to be what, you know, as far as things being the way you want it to be. It's going to be sometimes in working with people, there's some give and take. And it's really trying to come into it thinking clearly and not just jumping into things, but feeling like things have to be done your way or their way, and nobody's trying to. It's more or less looking more like knowing that you're going into collaboration and that the person want to work with you as well. Look, the Ten of Wands in reverse. It's like, no longer burdened, because it's being clear, it's being stated, whether it shows a lot of passion and some words being kind of strong or intense. It was to get to the understanding that, listen, in order for us to get here, we have to for us to both enjoy this journey, or not for neither one of us to feel too burdened by this journey to stability and flourishing and happiness, we have to share the task, and while we have to share things that have to be done. Yeah, things have to be done in a new way where everybody's not on no one person. Things have to be done with tact and diplomacy, so everybody stay inspired, feeling good about it. Wheel of Fortune is in reverse at the bottom of the deck, showing this energy of feeling like this is not fated the way it was supposed to be. Somebody was too fixed in the way it was supposed to go, and that way it made it go in a negative way. There was too many no's in this that the yeses couldn't flow through. It showed Aquarius energy again, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Yeah, somebody really definitely holding on to their disappointment so tight that they have lost more than they anticipated, but they clearly see that they can resolve it. The happiness is there. It's just somebody's thinking certain things won't be accepted as far as the apology, but it's not even that. It's more of the action. The action is, yeah, somebody's in their head about what is going to happen. Will the action be done? Will you really be able to heal from all the past pain that been done? Okay, we're going to get some clarifying energy, cards on the advice and outcome. I'm sorry I keep shaking this camera. I just don't want my hand all over through the screen trying to grab the deck. Alrighty, so let's get some clarifying cards, messages for Sagittarius for the advice and outcome, please. Advice and outcome clarification, please. October 8th. October 8th. October 14th, please. Oop. Almost got the deck, but didn't. Yeah, it feels like the truth, and it's going to come through with the work that needs to be done to get the family happiness back on track. Because I see that's what the goal is. Ooh. Let's see for Sagittarius, please. Okay. Okay, so as far as the feeling as if with the arguments and resistance, it's feeling like it wasn't, the same goal wasn't seen. Like you didn't see it could be a future. It's even seeing as if this feeling like maybe I gotta come in a little bit differently since I was able to relax and get some things done, have a good time, get in my zen, maybe a couple massages, a little vacation. I don't know, just like you got to diffuse to where the point of you being over something is more or less not to where you standing on it. Like, it's more or less assessing things in a place to where, like a vulnerability of understanding that it's different. You don't have to stand so strong on certain things because it's open for questions. It's like looking into things, how you going in from now on doesn't mean you're committed to it. It just means like you are hearing things, you're seeing things. You just don't want to be more or less feeling like there's a burden of somebody feeling is a unwillingness to come together, or feeling like it's your way or the highway, because what you're choosing to do is make a decision that's really for the best outcome of it getting past all these bad feelings. There's too many things that y'all could do together if it's more or less in this perspective of not trying to be in control without the strategy or without a leg to stand on, knowing that it comes together better with, like I said, two heads is better than one with this manifestation, because it looks like even on its return, it's not yet said because it's still slow, but it is happening. You know, certain things don't happen overnight, but in divine timing. But it's moving in the right way. That's all I have to say for now. Till next time, love and light.